Alright, hello Blood Bowl fans, and we're here with the last game of Silver in ICBBL Season 6. The Stumblers are facing off against Gorgutz and the Big Uns. Before I actually have a look at the teams, let's see what's at stake in this game. That's what I want to look at. I want to look at that. So basically we are both at the bottom, and no matter what, I'm playing this team again in the relegation match. So we're going to have this game and then we're going to have a rematch afterwards, because we're the two teams at the bottom regardless. So it's not actually the last game of Silver, there's one more to try and protect us from going down into Bronze. But I'm at least going to have a bit of a feel for the Orcs after this next round. So let's call this round 1 of 2. And with the Stumblers then, there's nothing new, I think, from last week. I don't think there's anything. Maybe I bought pieces. I don't really remember, to be honest. It's been too long since I've looked at the team because I've just come back from holiday, and this is actually the first thing I'm recording since coming back. So I don't remember exactly what's happened in this team, to be honest. One thing I do know though is that Mummy is going to be very important, as is Shudder. He always is, and I need to keep Relic alive for both games because he's the scoring threat, and he's also actually only 1 score away from leveling, so if I can manage to score with him this game, that means he'll have 1 more level up next game against Gorgutz for the relegation match. Having a look at the big uns then, our TV is about the same, which is really bad news for me, and this game he actually has 2 pieces out which are going to return for his last game, a block lineman and his troll. Though all of his Black Orks, all of his Blitzers and his Thrower are still all in 1 piece. And all of his Black Orks have block or 1 with dodge. We have a guard, and we have 2 Mighty Blow and a tackle on the Blitzer. Tackle's not going to help him though, I have no dodge. And Wazdaka, the Thrower, actually has plus strength, dodge and block. This Thrower is pretty disgusting. He's going to be a very important piece, that's for certain, and I don't really have an answer for him at the moment. Though strength 4 means that the Mummy can still get on him at least. Well, he's got 90 in the bank as well. He could in theory buy another piece, though I think he is sticking to the 11-piece squad, which is pretty clever. Though he is going to be with 2 linos next game, so he is actually going to have a 100,000 TV difference over me when I think about it with the 2 linemen, so there is that at least, but that's a small thing. Anyway, I've got to play this team twice, and we've got a Black Ork in level up range as well. 2 Black Orks in level up range actually, and a Blitzer in MVP range. It's a bit of a worrying matchup, to be honest. This Blitzer is within level up range as well, so we're going to have to really slow him down on the score if possible, and hopefully not take too many injuries, because if we do, then we're going to be facing a much stronger Orc team next time. And next time is the important one. Well, that's it. My main strategy is going to be slow the Orcs down, and I do have the numbers on him. I don't plan to foul, I hope. I'm not actually sure I have a plan, to be honest, at the moment. I'll just see how I feel when we actually get onto the pitch. Anyway, here we go. Alright then, here we go, and we have decided that the Stumblers are retiring after this game, so you're watching their last ever game. I may do some recordings from before Season 6, though I don't think I'll have time, to be fair, so this may be the last time that I record them competitively. If we have an All-Stars at one point in ICBBL, I might bring them back, but until then, I'm done with this team. So, last round of Steel. The Stumblers face off against the Big Uns, Gorgutz Orks. And the bigots... The bigots? The bigots. Oh, that's good. The Big Uns are singing "We're not bigots, you bugger."
And the Stumblers are singing Shine Our Skull one more time. And saluting the crowd as they go. And the crowd are mostly laughing at them because they're a funny team. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad to see this team go, but at the same time I'll be kind of happy to be playing serious Blood Bowl for a bit. I was deciding whether to continue or not based on their performance this season, and they haven't had a very good one, so we're going to be saying goodbye to the Stumblers for sure. So, Gorgutz Orks. Very strangely, he puts a blitzer on the line, along with 2 loner linemen. Having said that though, he only has 2 linemen, so that makes sense now when I look at it. I didn't understand it in the game, now I understand it perfectly. And one piece that's really terrifying is this piece. I didn't look at him very carefully before the match, I think, but look at that piece. He is disgusting. Block, dodge, plus strength. He's a Black Orc in disguise. With more agility and movement. Kill him quick. He has the best name as well, Wazdaka, wow. Yeah, so I don't really have a response for him. And we get a reroll to start with, which is always nice to see. Though 5 rerolls is too much. Oh, and I managed to get a wizard with the inducements, because he had 2 loners, that gave him an extra 100. Yeah, they gave him an extra 100,000 TV value, and I was down 20 originally, so I spent 30 of my own money, and I got a wizard. It's made a difference in the past, hopefully it will again. And I decide to pick up the ball before I do any blocking, because of course Relic is an elf. And elves do elf things. The main reason for retiring the Stumblers as well is that we are relegating from Silver. It has been decided as we are dropping out. And I didn't really want to play this Orc team once more. And I don't really feel the need to play Bronze teams, because Bronze teams will be roughly the same TV or lower, which is a problem for the Stumblers, because as a team on their own they don't really work. The only way they work is when they're playing against teams that are stronger than them. And in Bronze they won't have that. Anyway, starting off here, I kept the ball back nice and far, and I made a kind of half-defensive screen with zombies. And as you can see, Gorgutz did actually fail one of his early blocks, so I get a free shot at this defense again. And I'm going to do my best to get rid of these loners, because the strength 4 thrower is a bit too strong, and that was before I really realised that he was strength 4, so I was expecting a 2-die there and got a 1-die. And of course dodge saved him anyway. I'm trying to keep the Black Orcs out of position as well, that's why I'm putting one piece against the Black Orcs, and I'm going to do that a lot this game. But I've decided that we're going this way. For now. Looking at it, I don't know why I decided that, but I did. Well, actually my decision is actually to go through the middle, but I'm feigning this way, at least. But the middle is his weakest part, and his 2 Black Orcs are on the edges, so the middle is the most likely place to get through. So that is actually the secret goal, but I made it look like I'm going to my left. He's doing a good job of not following up here, keeping a flat line, so if I want to get through I have to actually break my way through, which is hard against Orcs. It's actually a very solid defense for an Orc team, because they have all of this strength. They can basically just hold a line, and it's pretty difficult to make a gap. And when they have block as well, it's even worse for the attacking team trying to get through. He's actually left a gap over here now that I can potentially use, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use easily, so I'm still kind of aiming for the middle. At the moment, I'm just hoping that the team keeps coming this way, because I can outrun Orks, but that's the only thing I can do, really, especially with the two movement pieces. The white and my Skelly Elf. Skelf? I don't know. And Relic. And double skulls. Reroll into double skulls. And an armor break. But it's just a stun, so at least he's coming back after the first turn. And Gorgutz is still mostly holding this line and trying to put a piece off the pitch. And he's double GFIing to get onto the ball, which works. So he just gets a push. So at least that. I can maybe do some damage to this Orc that's on his own, though I doubt it. Not really a team equipped for dealing damage, and the Orcs can take hits like, well, like tissues. I don't know, I've been doing this all day. The similes aren't working anymore. Yep, never ever going on holiday again, I think, or if I am going on holiday, then I'm not going to promise to do everything in a quick go, that's for certain. So all deadlines can screw themselves if I go on holiday again, but I said I would this time, so I'm doing it. And to be honest, I'm mostly done now anyway. One more game to record after this, and then the breakdowns, and then we're done. So I'm moving the ball closer to the other flank, because the other flank seems slightly weaker. Though, again, actually pushing towards the middle. Oh, and we got an armor break. It's a stun on a blitzer. Grim Fist. These names are great. Let's have a look at the names quickly, because I like them. Badruk. Okay, we'll do it in a minute. Graf is not actually his. And we got Gazgul. They're all names from the Warhammer universe, actually, I think. Gruk. Zagstruck. That's Badruk again. Grimfist. Yeah, Wazdaka. Yeah, he's not one. Grimgor. Snickrot and Gorgutz himself I thought was in this team, but apparently he's not. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there's Gorgutz. Yeah, so we're in a nice little untidy mess here now. And he's going to GFI again to get to the ball. Oh, that's not a GFI, sorry, my mistake. But he's going to 1-die to get to the ball. And that's good enough. It's going to put the ball in an awkward position no matter where it goes. That's actually one of the better options for me. But with the Black Orc on it, not at all. I'm going to do my best to keep these two Black Orcs well out of position though, because I don't want them in the center. And I am going to send up Exhibit as a potential receiver. And Stiff is doing his job, getting rid of that lineman. Don't want him there, he's in the way. And we move back onto the ball just in case a pickup fails. And we're going to move the zombie right into the territory where he can get punched by all of the Orcs. But it's alright, that's where he belongs. And I try the pickup, and then dodge out. Sorted. It's pretty easy to hit him, but, well, the bull's in a slightly better position. Slightly better. Though he has so many pieces, to be honest, that there's nothing I can do with the ball. And regen works, that's good. We have another regen fail yet, have we? No, just a KO. And now punching the ball into this little gap. It's most likely the ball will go onto the orc side, which is really bad news for me. Ah, but it goes to the black orc. Now it can go anywhere. And it ends up in the hands of a lineman, which is awful. Lineman free here, blitzer free here. Yep, this is going to be an orc score. I can already see it. It's too easy to get out of that. Well, easy is the wrong word actually, but it's certainly possible to get out of that. All he needs to do basically is mark me. And he did with a double GFI. That was a bit risky, but it worked. And thankfully, dodge fails. If we had one more piece there, it would have been a disaster, and it's already a disaster. I basically have half dies all around here, and I need Relic to pick up the ball. He can't stand up there, he'll get killed. So we'll push out this piece first of all. It's just a push though, which is not good enough. Needed him down. Now it's a half die onto the ball carrier, and reroll into double skulls. So there we go. Bye bye mummy, bye bye ball. He doesn't even have to try too hard here. Just Black Orc does his thing, and ball runs away. I do have the wizard. I'd rather save the wizard, but it looks like I'm going to have to use it. I'm going to leave it until the last minute though, so he's less likely to actually do something with it. And unfortunately with the ball down, I'm going to lose Specimen and Rot. And there goes Specimen. He didn't regen, but badly hurt, so he'll be back. And there goes Rot. KO'd as well. Not good news. It's alright though, they can't really help in this predicament anyway. I don't think anything can help in this predicament. At the moment I think I can get the skeleton here. Yes, I can. It's the one piece I have to do something, but he can still block me yet. And there we go, not getting to the ball now. No way, no how. And Gorgutz is just making sure that every piece is locked up, and he's even going to hit the skeleton who was going to receive the ball and push him to the edge as well. I could wizard here, but he's got too many pieces to pick up the ball, so I'm going to wait until next turn and hope he doesn't score. And they did have a go at the ball, but failed to dodge anyway, so that's the end of that. And Gorgutz puts the lineman on the line, and he does stall, thankfully, so the wizard can save me here. And off goes Exhibit. No injury though, he'll be back. And down goes the mummy. Doesn't need to move anything, just hoping for a little bit of damage from hitting these guys. And there's some. Just a stun though. One more hit. Maybe lock up the skeleton, but he doesn't need to. But he does anyway. Fair enough. And he sends the throw away, so if the wizard does good work, we could finish this 0-0 on my drive. And wizard doesn't get an armor break. That's bad news. It's pretty easy to pick that back up. And he does. There we go. 1-0 to Gorgutz. Touchdown for the Biggins. Mordor. Alright then, that's half time with that score. It's a bad omen for me. 1 out injured, specimen. 2 KOs stay KO'd. And all the pieces that got surfed come back, apart from those 2 that I just mentioned. And we're on defense now, with too many skeletons. Should go back to using the skeletons on offense and using the zombies on defense. And I should really fire Fracture, but I don't want to. Well, the team's retiring anyway, so no big deal. They will sit in wood for a while though. So if anybody does ever want to play them, then, you know, you can play them in wood, but they're no longer in the pyramid. And this was their 3rd season. I feel like they've had a good run. And they've had some fun times. There's still some fun times to come in this game as well. I won't spoil it though. They went out in style though, that's all I'll say. Okay, and Gorgutz finally decides on his setup. And quick snap. So we're going to move the setup again. It's bad news actually, because he gets to do a lot of punching with that, potentially. No, that's enough. Alright then. Let's see what he does with that then. So immediately goes to blocking, of course. Well, I say of course. I don't know, moving pieces would probably be better first, but still. Immediately goes to blocking. And knocks out these 3 zombies without any problem at all. Knocks down, not knocks out. All 4 Black Orcs get a good bash. Good day to be a Black Orc. No injuries though. And then we'll go for the ball. Success. And we've already got a screen set up, so didn't really need to move anything, to be fair. But now we'll lock up Skeleton and Mummy. Just a push means my skeleton stays nice and strong. Alright then. I'm going to try and do some damage to a couple of orcs on this side and make him reconsider his direction. But the mummy continues to be friendly. Fossil has not had a very good showing since his start. In fact, he's had a pretty bad showing. However, Shudder does some damage. That's a blitzer down this next game. And that's all I do. I keep the rest off so he gets as few blocks as possible in response. Because the stumblers are more annoying when there's more of them on the field. And by doing this, actually, it gives me a chance to pick the fights next round. Because I have all these pieces free. And he's put the thrower in a relatively unsafe position. Because they have the numbers to get there. And Shudder is stunned. After causing that injury, he really annoyed that orc. But the orc didn't punch him quite hard enough. We're going to try and do maximum damage here. Of course, against orcs, maximum damage is usually one orc. But still, we'll see what we can do. Everybody's joining the party. And the party starts. Down goes the Black Orc. Can't actually get to the ball. I was looking at it for a while, but it's impossible to get there. So, for now, we'll punch some more orcs and get a skull. And reroll into a 2 down. And an injury. My zombies forgot their armor today, but regen is working at least. Maybe the orcs are strong enough to punch through the armor, hard to say. Skeletons are doing fine though. This was a nice pass from Gorgutz, very well played, and making it impossible for me to stop him. We're going 2-0 here. Shudder has a chance, but also the movement skeleton currently has a chance, actually. The movement skeleton is this skeleton here. But Gorgutz is going to do his best to base him with this Black Orc here. And it works. And this skeleton was useless anyway. And this other orc gets in the way. Take a 1 die on a zombie as well, because why not? And it works out well. Very well played by Gorgutz there. Can't fault that at all. This is Relic, that's why he dodged. I'm going to have to dodge with another piece as well to try and get onto the ball. And first of all, we'll blitz this piece with a 1 die. And dodge out with... oh no! Push stops that. Well, don't have a choice now, dodging through the gap. There we go. Man of the match right there. And GFI. And GFI. There you go, Stiff. Man of the match. And I'm glad this white has fend. Though, doesn't really help me here. In general though, I'm glad he has fend. And there goes Stiff to the ground. And 2-0 for Gorgutz. Well done. And the orc in the crowd goes wild. Yeah, you punch your chest. So, 1 injured orc. He started with 11, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. 1 injured skeleton. 2 KO'd zombies come back. Yay! I have numbers. Well, I have number. I have 1 more player than he does on the pitch. And let's see what we can do in this final drive. Hopefully we can get at least 1 back. And the orc setup this time is kind of shield backwards. And we get another reroll, which is great news. Again, looking up these Black Orcs so they can't reposition easily. And again, trying to hit the lone alignment. And second injury for us, which is great news. Puts us 2 men up. I'm focusing down the middle here again just so I can get a piece through, and with the Black Orks locked up it could work. And fail pickup. Well, we'll get it next turn. No big deal. This is not a good time to start getting injuries, and we pick one up there, but it regens at least. Very much have the numbers in the middle though, and a lot of his pieces are well out of position. Spare is injured, which is bad, but on the plus side, the Orc didn't follow, which means that my plan can probably work. Plan is to blitz through with white and pass to him with relic. And with him bringing pieces forward, that actually helps me with that plan, though I have to make the gap first. This gap, specifically. Now I need 3 pieces for a 2-die. Which is good enough. Keep on the 2 pieces, and Shudder can go up here. Well, the idea is actually handoff, or pass, sorry, and then handoff from Skeleton to Shudder. And had to double GFI to get into a better position, safer position. Putting all my eggs in one basket here. Time for the pass. It's good, and so is the catch. And the ball is going to try and get to Shudder. Have to do 2 GFIs to get there as well. So rolling a lot of dice for this, but that's what Stumbler Magic is all about at the end of the day. And handoff works. We can actually go 2-1 hopefully. Maybe just have enough time to counterattack again, though not very likely. Gorgutz gets a response first, of course. The only piece that's in danger, that's a danger for me though, is this Black Orc or this Thrower. Now he does go 2 GFI with the Black Orc, re-roll, and down goes Shudder. The Thrower can get to the ball as well. And he's trying it. And he's succeeding. And a pass from him! That was a 6+, it was a 5+, sorry, and he got the 6+, handoff to the Blitzer. Well, we have Stumbler Magic, and then we have the Big Uns Magic. Look at that. And he fails the GFI, unfortunately, which means I can pick up the ball. So, new plan. Pass to the zombie, zombie hands off to zombie, zombie runs into space. But do some security first in case it goes wrong. That's it. That's the whole security. Double GFI to pick up the ball, success, and pass. Success. And catch, success. Oh, it's madness. Do a little bit more security because I just realized I needed to. Should have done this before I attempted anything with the ball, but there we go. And just finishing off with the handoff to the zombie. Easy as you like. And zombie runs. The Stumblers finish in style. Well, he's still in danger at the moment though. We'll make the danger as limited as possible and try and take out the thrower, because the thrower is the biggest threat. That's not good enough. He has dodge. And thrower dodges out, tries to hit the zombie, fails to go for it. Reroll. And Snake Eyes. Unlucky. That means I can finish with at least a little bit of pride. The zombie's going to run it in. Run. The zombie's going to stumble it in. And there we go. Corpse. Well done, that man. Thing. Not really a man. Nom nom nom. Alright then, let's just finish this off. We've got 2 injuries in the Orc side. We've got 1 injury on the Stumbler side. No KOs. So 11 against 9 in this last little bit. I don't change my setup. He does change his. And Stumblers yet a reroll again. Though we don't need it now. To be honest, we don't even need 4 rerolls that we have in the team. Should have got rid of them earlier. But there we go. And this Black Orc needed 1 SPP to level up. That's why he went for the Vanity Pass for the Black Orc, but he failed the pickup. But the ball did end up back in his hands. Relic also needs 1 SPP, so he's going to try and do some damage to this Blitzer, though it's not likely to happen. And it doesn't. And then we'll just take one more block on the guy in the middle. And I guess that's game. Well played to Gorgutz, and well done staying in Steel. Good luck to everybody in Steel next season, but the Stumblers have taken their final bow. And they've done it really badly because they broke their spines in the process. The Orcs had 2 touchdowns, 2 passes, 12 armor breaks, and Gorgutz got man of the match, leveling up. And Rot got man of the match, also leveling up. 1 touchdown, 2 passes, 3 armor breaks. Just 3 armor breaks. 2 of them were injuries though, for the Stumblers. SPP was a lot on both teams actually. So we've gone 10, 14, 16, 18, 21 against 14. 21 against 14. Rot did manage to level up, but nobody else managed to level up from the match, so let's give Rot his skill. He got a 10. I don't need another movement piece. No. Well, Rot is the designated big guy puncher. I am tempted to give him Dauntless again. I'm actually very tempted to give him Dauntless. I'm so tempted that I will give him Dauntless. There we go. He's getting Dauntless. Could do with some more block on the team, but, you know, this team is mostly funny, not anything overly serious. And 1 point away from leveling up. Just 1 pass. If he managed 3 passes in the game, it would have done it. No, 2 is more than enough, so well done to Relic in that game. He was definitely man of the match, the real man of the match. Anyway, that's it for this game. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon on the pitch or in Discord. Goodbye for now.